What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And today we are talking about something that I've been trying to avoid for weeks. Mr. Akaash Singh. Some of you guys, if you were in the podcasting space, you're in the comedy space, you've heard about this whole thing. Akaash, he has a wife. She's been going out there on her podcast and on her TikTok everywhere, literally everywhere, with a megaphone outside on a street corner, talking shit about her own husband, making him look stupid, making him look crazy, making him look weak. And this is kind of taken the whole podcast and comedy world by storm, because if you know Flagrant, which is the podcast with Andrew Schulz and Akaash Singh, they are, I wouldn't call them alt-right and I wouldn't call them red pill, but they definitely have very like guy-ish, bro-y comedy, okay? They're the type of people who call people cucks. So to now have Akaash get outed as a cuck is not good for business. Very much not good for business. And this is something that I've tried to stay away from just out of comedian solidarity. I do know this guy. You know, we're not close, but I've tried to keep my mouth shut. But it has only gotten worse. It has only gotten worse with time. Not only have they not let this go, not only have they not tried to shift the conversation, they decided to make an episode dedicated to this nigga's wife. I don't know what they were trying to do, but let me tell you, it did not work. So let's watch this and let's see how this went. Because it did not go good.
The truth will be revealed. Marriages will be shattered. Friendships destroyed. Nothing will be the same again.
Let me say this before I even get started. Number one, if you go through the things that Akaash has went through, have your wife talk shit about you, having all these different things happen, and then your friend's idea to clean the whole thing up is to do something like this, they're not your friend. I think there was a better way to do it. And making a spectacle out of your boy's pain is just dog shit. It's just dog shit, man. I don't know what's going on over there, but they need to figure this out.
Our guest, once a beloved comedian, has spent the last couple weeks being destroyed, disrespected. He's been dragged through the mud, and he couldn't even take out that tiny little of his and stuff it inside for his own pleasure. See what I mean? See what I mean? Like, they didn't even need the Indian joke. Like, he's already being humiliated as a man. And then you go even farther. This shit, man. You gotta watch who you deal with. I will say that. And you can deal with the wrong person and still get success. But even then, you gotta watch, because niggas will pile on. This is a humiliation fest. It was supposed to be a PR win for Akaash Singh to help revive his career and his notoriety with his fans. And this shit is a disaster. Give it up for our friend here to tell his side of the story. Akaash Singh.
This nigga hands in his pockets. I've never seen a man more miserable in his life, bro. You can just see it on his face.
Brother, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
You can't imagine what you've...
Look at this. Look at bro. Looks like he's about to get baptized. This is where we're at right now, man. This is where we're at right now. The Akaash Singh files. This is what hurts, man. It'd be your own people sometimes, man. Like, this type of shit is what you would see on a Flagrant Reddit. This is not what should be on Flagrant, the show about the co-host.
Frat parties should my daughter avoid in the near future? I have a 2-year-old daughter. Which frat party should she not go to?
Shy should avoid Teak, because they
see, she fucked up already. This woman, we're 2 seconds into the interview and she's already doxing niggas. I did not know the name of Andrew Schulz's daughter. She's throwing it out there. This woman, I will say, she seems nice. Okay, she is getting a lot of shit on the internet that partially she deserves, not all of it though, but she has a problem with releasing too much information about shit that niggas don't need to know. Okay? Like, damn, you talk about popping pussy at a frat house, you know what I mean? And now you throwing this nigga's daughter's legal name, her government name, out into the air, man. This is the internet. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Why?
They make you pop that thing crazy.
And she's right about Teak. I remember Rutgers. I went to Rutgers in New Jersey and shit. Well, I didn't go to Rutgers. I just used to drink and hang with the niggas who did. That's how I lie about a degree. But she right. Yeah, them Teak niggas is animals. They savages.
They make you pop that thing crazy or
No,
what?
because they spike the drink.
No way.
Yeah, so they got kicked off of our campus.
No
for
way.
Doing that. Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Popping pussy.
See, she already gaslighting the situation. She was talking about popping pussy. Now she's talking about the spiked drinks. Which one was it? Which one was it? I'm not even saying they wasn't creeps, because they probably were, man. These frat boys, you can't trust none of them. Whether it's white frats, black frats, Asian frat, none of that shit. You can't trust none of these niggas. But come on now. You said you had the roster. You said you was popping pussy. Now all of a sudden it's the Cosby Show. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's just get some definition.
Okay.
We're gonna any terms that you might need to know the actual meaning of. Alex is here to break
be
it
fair,
down.
I thought it was just like dancing, getting dressed up, and maybe that was my.
Come on now. We all know that shit is a fucking lie. There's no one on this earth in our generation who has heard the term popping pussy and thought it just meant dancing. It has the word pussy in it. Are we serious? Come on now. This is the problem, man. And I deal with comedians. I grew up around comedians, so I know what she's doing, and she's learned it from comedians, where you act as if everything is a joke, right? You sit in that joke energy all the time, so you can play off shit. You can gaslight the shit out of people for every little fucking thing. You knew what popping pussy meant. Come on now. You knew what popping pussy meant. You still said it, and now you're in trouble, and now you're trying to reel it in. No, I don't believe it.
Mistake.
Yeah.
So I acknowledge that.
Look at this. Big one.
Yeah, the act of getting dressed.
Oh my God, these niggas pulled out the one. This is how you know Akaash is salty right now, because they had to pull out the Webster's dictionary for popping pussy just to make this nigga feel better. Jesus Christ, you hate to see it. And then Al's over here with the popcorn. I respect it. Sometimes you just gotta let loose, man.
Up, looking fly as hell, wearing a minimum of 3-inch heels, preferably higher, and dancing your ass off
Urban
into the
Dictionary
wee hours of the morning. That
Go to Urban.
Guys, what do you think popping pussy is?
So we have the popping pussy excuse. Now they're going to go into the excuses for the roster of guys. Let's try to hear this. Out. Let's be fair, though, guys. Before we go into this, ladies and gentlemen, let's be fair, right? A roster, when I've heard about it, has always been sports, but maybe it means a lot of different things. Who knows? Let's see.
Can we get some other definitions out of the way?
Yeah, let's get some other
Yeah,
definitions. Yeah.
Allegedly, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here,
Yeah.
is it true that you said that there was a rotation of guys?
A roster.
Roster.
Yeah, what does a roster
What is
mean?
that?
I like how you tried to save her with rotation. Roster is a lot worse. Roster is a long list of professionals. Okay.
Okay,
What does this mean?
You guys
Yeah.
have to understand, have you ever heard of the repressed Catholic schoolgirl?
Never.
Yes.
I was, you know. Okay.
Yeah.
So I was
His Catholic school was in his living room. Imagine how repressed he was.
I was a repressed Indian girl that I didn't even watch Jersey Shore in high school because I felt it to be too inappropriate. So when I got to college, I'm like, oh my God, I can dress however I want. I can do whatever I want.
You can have a roster of frat
Okay,
boys.
But
What does a roster mean?
so it didn't
yeah.
actually translate to a roster. It just meant like 2 guys I was talking to and flirting with at the same time. That's it.
So I actually get what she means about this, being like repressed and everything. Obviously I wasn't Muslim or anything. I'm assuming she's Muslim or Hindu, right? Because she's Indian. But I did grow up very, very Christian. I went to Christian camp as a kid from 2nd grade all the way to senior year of high school. I was raised very, very religious. So I understand what she's saying, but I'm still calling bullshit, because at the same time, no matter how religious your family is, you have other outside influences in your life that dictate some of the things that you're used to and some of the words and slang that you use, bro, at the end of the fucking day. Like, I've always known what roster means. I've always known what poppin' pussy means. And I still had to go to church multiple times per week. I mean, bro, for every repressed Catholic girl or repressed Muslim girl, right? There's a repressed Christian girl right, who's actually secretly doing dirty shit, right? That's what all of them are doing. I met tons of Muslim girls who, in front of their parents, were very, very proper. They get away from the parents. Now they're doing all sorts of crazy shit. So she might not be one of those girls. It is what it is. But at the same time, to act as if you've never heard these things and, that you were just speaking in hyperbole is a little bit much. It's a little bit much because you know a lot more than you're letting on. For shame.
That's all.
Yeah.
And when you say hooking up, I think people
When
think you
I
meant
mean
fucking.
hooking up, I just meant making out. Again, like everything I say is so amplified and hyperbolic because it's so like incongruous to who I actually am as a person.
Right. So you're saying you're a big old prude.
Yeah, literally.
Now, I will be honest, as much as I was heartbroken by what was going on with you guys and definitely with, Akaash, my brother, there was a little part of me that was like, it would be hilarious to come in here and find out you had a huge roster and was lying about being a virgin this whole time.
Wait, funny for you.
It would have been.
See, and this is again, too, where I'm saying it's like, bro, I'm not saying they don't like the guy. I'm not saying they don't fuck with him. But Andrew Schulz, in particular, and there's a lot of TV and like media personality guys that are like this now, where it is content over everything. Bro, this is your boy. This is your boy. This is your guy. And you're putting him through it right now, man. You're having his wife like, bro, I don't know about you guys. Any situation like this happens with me, I'm not really doing an episode of Flagrant about the shit. And I'm not having my wife on there trying to explain herself while still kind of making fun of me. And my boys are kind of making fun of me. You're out of your fucking mind, bro. So this is what I'm saying to you young guys, man. Because I know everybody wants to be on social media. I know everybody wants to make videos and shit. Make videos with your friends. But also watch people closely, man. Because some of them get so greedy for views and clicks that they will do anything. And somebody who thought was your boy, your day one, is now putting you on display for a humiliation ritual. For shame, man. This shit is grimy. It is grimy in these streets, man. For real.
It would have been heartbreaking for you.
Yeah.
You waited your whole life to share your virginity with a girl, and she threw it to some frat house in fucking 20 years.
A white dude.
A white
Religious
guy.
fire.
A fucking white guy.
Yeah.
Got that shit. Got that shit. Don't slap five there. That's bad.
This nigga is dying inside. This nigga is dying.
Okay. So
Okay,
no real roster.
Yes.
Because what is a roster, Al?
Yeah, what's a roster?
What was a
A bunch of niggas ready to run a train on you. That is a roster. She knew what a roster was. We need to stop playing.
Urban Dictionary, Indian Dictionary, right?
Yeah. Turban dictionary.
Okay, Al, what is a roster, Al?
So a roster is a rotation of partners
Yeah.
that they would pop their pussy for me.
No. Okay.
That's what a roster would do.
I didn't mean like.
Women on my roster would be popping their pussy.
Okay.
Now,
I don't even like you saying that
why are you
word
saying it
hard
like
to her
that?
like
Yeah.
that.
And
that
you
feels
know,
uncomfortable.
with all due respect.
With all due respect, Avi, thank you.
I'll also say one thing I do like about this episode is they approach the topic of her being a quote unquote gold digger. Now, listen, Akaash has money now. She was with him when he was technically broke. I say that in quotations because we'll discuss it later. But, I don't know if she fits the classic form of a gold digger, but the way that she talks about him and his money does not make her look good at all.
In terms of the gold digging,
Yeah.
like
Serious.
Do you consider yourself a good gold digger?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Because I invested low and waited for it to go high.
You're a gold prospect.
Yeah, that's not a gold digger.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're like a
Look at Akaash's face right now. Can we at least say that he had to get a drink of water? It's that bad, man. He's sweating. He's sweating in here, man. The dude, he's been laughing this whole episode, but he's crying on the inside. Let me say to you this, to all the young men watching this right now, this is why you have to have multiple relationships in your youth. This is why you have to put yourself out there. Listen, you don't have to be a hoe, okay? You don't have to abide by the red pill Andrew Tate stuff where you're getting 20 girls a night and there's a million women around. It doesn't have to be like that, okay? Be a normal dude, talk to a bunch of women that you like, and you casually date. That's how everyone does it, or that's how a lot of people do it, right? You cannot isolate yourself. And I understand why Akaash did it, because he's a stand-up comedian. He is somebody who is working on his craft, and he grew up very, very religious. And, the cultural type shit with like arranged marriages, Islam and all that shit, so he's a bit more sheltered. So I totally, totally get that. But if you grow up like that, especially in the US, you will end up getting taken advantage of. Okay? There are a lot of women that realize a guy like that doesn't really have so many options, or a guy like that has a lot lower self-esteem, and he doesn't really know what he deserves. And usually that just ends up with you getting cheated on, or your girl just being on your ass, talking to your ear all the time, disrespecting you. But for someone like Akaash, it leads to this. It leads to everyone in the world who watches your stuff now seeing your wife humiliating you. And I wouldn't even be surprised if she is cheating and he wouldn't even know. And his self-esteem is so low, it seems, that this stuff is just, for him, it's par for the course, He's just like, well, she's hot and, I'm me, so I guess I got to take this. No, you don't. If he was in relationships earlier, he would realize that he doesn't have to take any of this behavior whatsoever. I mean, his girl is beautiful, man. I really will say. She's very, very beautiful, so I get why she acts the way she acts. But at the same time, she's not pretty enough for him to tolerate all of this. So please, guys, put yourself out there before you get trapped with a situation like this one.
What is that? You're like a hedge fund manager.
Yeah, you're like Akaash with Bitcoin.
It's crazy. It's
Exactly.
crazy.
Yeah.
And it's like,
She bought much lower than I did. she bought at the bottom, dude.
See what I mean, man? Like, bro, the bottom. This nigga has been talking about the bottom, the top, and how she was with him when he was broke and everything. And it's not entirely true. She met him when he was already on Wild Out, already doing stuff on MTV, and he was making some good money. Yes, they went through a tumultuous time and all that shit as well, too. But she had already seen the fruits of his labor. So that's not really like her taking that much of a chance on you. All right. I've never been on an MTV show. I've never been making, six figures from stand-up comedy. But I will tell you right now, if I was, and I was on TV at the same time, some girl would see that and she would be very, very interested in me. I wouldn't call that her finding me when I was broke. Would you? I don't think so.
He could not have bought
That is
lower.
something that
but
is.
to be fair, it's like I was working too in the beginning,
One
and
of us
you
was
weren't.
working.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
When we met, I worked at Goldman Sachs. I got a job at Deloitte after
He
I
was a
graduated
consultant.
college.
Yeah.
I was a
I was
consultant.
sleeping in till
I
12
worked
a.m.
in
at 12 p.m.
data analytics.
Right?
Stop
Yeah.
acting
So
gold
serious.
digger.
I
Great
was
dude.
a
We
gold
got the
digger.
gold digger right here.
Great dude, low self-esteem. He knows he was working, sleeping till 12 a.m. because he was out till 3 in the morning doing shows, doing jokes, shooting. Let's be real, man. Come on now. Akaash, I will say, with all this shit happening with him, it sucks, but he has always been a great comedian and a real professional. So I just hate to see him talking about himself like that.
Backfired on me.
You got this girl sleeping on the ground.
Yeah, I know. This whole thing backfired.
I was
Also,
paying rent.
I used to really believe that you guys were poor with his sob stories so we could get Patreon going. I didn't know you were working at a fucking hedge fund this whole
Yeah.
time he was spending your money.
Well, I wasn't making that much. I was making like 70 grand a year in New York City on
That's-
2 people.
But that's good, though.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Okay, so
Yeah,
then
yeah.
when did you guys get really broke? And why did you stay with him?
2018. Okay, do you want the real answer or the fun answer?
I want to know the
Bitch, give the real answer, because your fun answers are not fun, okay? You're going to dig the hole even deeper, okay? Stick with the real answer, please, for the love of God. Akaash does not need any extra help being funny, okay? Well, keep the fun to those guys, all right? That's how we're going to do this from now on.
real answer. And like, I want to know that because I heard this beautiful story that Akaash told about you guys
Yeah.
sleeping on the floor and then
Yeah.
like him wanting to give you his North Face or something. And then you gave it back because you're like, it's not Mew Mew. I'm not sleeping in North Face. You saved your money and gave me Mew Mew. And then I'll sleep on the floor with Mew Mew.
It's in 2009. I'm trusting on North Face.
No, but you guys were sleeping on the floor because you were evicted from your apartment. You were moving to New Jersey, right?
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is real.
basically.
And you still want to stay with him.
Yeah, I mean,
Why?
Yeah.
Because, nigga, you were popping. You had a bad year. People don't know. Comedy is like entrepreneurship. It's like every year you're a free agent. So you have good years, you have bad years. Okay? But before this, he's acting why? And look at his face, man. Look at his face, dude. He looks so sad. Like he's actually asking this woman this question in a real way. while completely disregarding the fact that he had been on TV multiple times. He's passed at every club in New York City at this time. So yeah, is it enough to, put money together for an apartment for you and your girl where she doesn't have to work? No, I will say that, especially if you got kicked off of all your TV shows. No, but she saw the writing on the wall. She knew you had a lot of potential, and she saw the fruits of that potential already. So it makes sense why she would be there. I just wish he would just stop having such low self-esteem. But you know what? You can't help everybody out. He's doing this to himself. Man.
I never actually asked why.
No, you know why, bro.
Cry.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. That is smooth.
Got that muffin top.
Yeah, you got that loud. Yeah.
Okay, the real answer.
What is loud? What was that?
His dick smells.
Oh, that dick. Yeah, because once you
Oh, yeah. So that's another thing, man. It was bigger than just her talking about how good looking the other dude is and all this shit. But she started making videos about how this nigga's dick stink, man. If it was one thing talking about the other guy, Nav or whatever, that'd be one thing that would be bad. If it was talking about how, his money is my money and my money is my money, that would be bad. But when you're talking about all these things and you throw in that my boy's dick stinks, now you got a problem. Now it's a whole thing. You know what I mean? There's too many things that she said that are derogatory that you can't really come back from it. You really can't come back from this, man. It's a shame. It's a shame. I think this is really going to hurt his career. Like, I'm joking about this shit, but I'll be honest with you. This shit is, I think it's really going to do numbers for him. It's really going to, it's going to kill off a lot of his fan base.
Yo, Kurt, guys, you guys are professional security.
What
man.
if a fight breaks out?
Come on, you didn't make sure. Okay.
See, when midget Charlie Murphy is laughing at you, you know you're going through it, man. When the hired help is laughing at you in your face, you going through it.
No, but for real, you got a stink dick husband sleeping on the floor. like, what's wrong with you, man? Like, you're supposed to be a gold digger.
With friends like these, who needs enemies, right? Who needs enemies? Jesus Christ.
Whore, according to the internet.
That's what I'm saying. There was like so many red flags early on.
But why'd you stay? That's
Okay, I stayed because I felt like as soon as I met you, it was love at first sight.
This nigga is hurt. Bro, you ever see Maury where the dudes are doing the paternity test, right? And they figure out that the baby is theirs? This is the face that they make. This is the face that they make. I have never, in all my years of notice, man, never seen him make a face like that. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You are worth more, King. You are the prize, dog. Don't forget that.
Loved you.
And the young men watching this, do not forget that either, man. Don't let anybody ever make you feel this way. Jesus.
Like, I don't know. I just
It's gonna
felt
make me
like, and maybe like you feel like that
He looked like he gonna cry. It's a shame, bro. It's crazy.
when you guys met your wives or your fiance. It's
crazy,
like,
bro.
you just like know when you have that special connection. It's like, okay, like God picked this person out for me. And like everything he did from top to bottom, like his character, his integrity, his personality, like I just like loved everything about it. So I was like, okay, like I don't want to just leave because we're going through a hard time, because I really believed in like his potential, like just like you did.
For sure.
You know, because you were more successful than Akaash, like in the very.
See, you know what it is? All right, I'm going to take back some of my critique of her. I don't necessarily think she's a bad person. She does really seem sweet. I just think she's one of those people, and it's not just a women thing. I have male friends like this too, but it's just like when they say things, there is a lack of sincerity that you feel sometimes when they talk. And then it also just the way that they put sentences together, it's like always disrespectful. Like I used to know this nigga, there's a dude, I won't even share his name, but I used to fuck with him. He was a friend of a friend, whatever. And little parts of him used to like always bother me. But one thing that really, really pissed me off was how this nigga would just say shit sometimes. And it would be like, how did you not think that is disrespectful as fuck to say? And it's not that he was saying blatant insults like, you lame ass nigga or nothing like that. It was shit like this, where like, I took a chance on him, and the same way you took a chance on him too, because you were so much more. It's like, why would you say it in that way? But I guess certain people just don't know. I personally think a lot of them do know, and they just don't give a fuck. But maybe I could be wrong. I don't know. This shit is exhausting. I don't know how he could do a marriage like this. I'm doing an interview like this for 20 minutes, and I already feel like I want to get divorced. Shit is crazy.
Okay, the other thing that we saw these videos of was the ducking the kisses.
Yeah, I am glad that they kind of discussed this. Now, listen, I'm somebody who doesn't mind PDA, when it comes to a relationship. I understand other people don't necessarily like it, but to be ducking that many kisses, that many times, does not look good.
Do you always duck his kisses when there are not people around?
No, not when there aren't people around, just when there are people around. And I never even
That's
knew.
worse.
I never.
This nigga, thank you. Give this man a hug, bro. He needs it. Terrible.
I didn't
Explain
know.
yourself.
I didn't know that I
Tell
did
us
that.
why.
I didn't know that I
Nigga's
did that
face.
because I
Look
really
at it,
sat and
bro.
thought
Look
about
at
it.
it.
So I
He's
think
so
it's a
upset.
few things. I think it's like,
You really sat and thought about
yeah,
it.
because I was like, okay, maybe it's like the repressed Indian girl thing where it's like I get a little bashful. I do get a little shy, despite with the internet things.
Most Indians do. I'm the exception.
Yeah,
don't
I
give
think
a
I
fuck.
also.
Yeah, that's not true at all. I mean, if you ever seen a comment section of a bad bitch on Instagram, you can tell me that a lot of Indian men are not shy at all. I don't know about the Indian ladies, but the Indian men are not shy. So Akaash, you are not an outlier, my guy. Let's just say you guys, that whole culture is very, very spirited when it comes to women. Stop it.
I do think it's relatable though to have that sensation of like, I don't want to be intimate around my like brother, sisters, or mom, dad.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that is I think that's relatable to people.
Yeah.
But most people just do it and then do a quick one. Like my wife will just give me like a quick smooch and then go back to doing thing.
And that's really what it is. It's like, it's a very understandable thing. I think PDA is a very understandable thing. People's aversion to it, people's obsession with it, it's whatever. I think it's for each person. But I do think there has to be a little bit of a give and take. Obviously, he's dealt with you in a lot of different ways. So I think you can deal with him in this way and at least abide by that just a little bit. I don't think that's asking too much. Also, it's just a quick smooch. It's just a quick smooch.
I also like the fact that it's just less work for you.
Yeah.
And I know your day is full of work.
So they did also approach this subject too, talking about how she doesn't really do much and how she spends a lot of Akaash's money, which is a good thing to, I think, speak about because, number one, a lot of young guys need to hear this and watch out for women like this.
Can you be a lawyer? Mark, can you be Jasleen's lawyer in this moment here?
Mark, please help me.
Jasleen cooks, she cleans, she maintains the home on a monthly basis.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes.
There you go.
Not by me specifically, but yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you also will find people.
You do it, but not you.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
schedule. Someone got to manage
We
that.
all have cleaning people.
Yes.
And
Yes. I like how you call them cleaning people.
Outsourcing cleaning when you do literally nothing and you're out here shitting on your husband is insane to me. Listen, if you're rich and you just can afford a cleaning person, I totally get it. But the fact that you're using the time you now have since you're not cleaning to shit on the guy who's paying for the cleaning is fucking wild, bro. You know what, man? I can't even finish this shit. I'll be honest. It was an interesting interview. It was a fun interview. It clearly backfired. I feel like everybody on Reddit is riding Akaash's ass right now. They're making him look stupid. Rightfully so, because this is incredibly ridiculous. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think Jasleen is fine and people are just blowing this out of proportion? Do you think this will actually hurt Akaash's career? Do you guys think that this is, just how modern relationships are now? Because I am starting to hear that, a couple of my friends were like, yo, listen, there's toxic male podcasts and there's toxic female podcasts. And she's just trying to fill that demographic and none of it's true. She's just trying to get views. I get that, but I don't think you have to shit on your partner in order to do that. I think that's a little bit crazy. I would say this is a little bit of a toxic male podcast and they've had little jokes, about like, you know, his wife being a little lazy, whatever, but it's never that bad. He's not making jokes about wanting to fuck her friends and how her pussy stinks. And, you know, there's not videos of him actively avoiding kisses from her. I feel like what Jasleen is doing is just a little too far. But let me know what you think in the comments. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. That's the video. I'll see you later. Peace.